Let me go over to Brad Blakeman, along with Matt, who's joining us. Brad, you know, as you just heard him describe there, that one of the things that stuck out in that memo is the way they just went in right after Trump, calling him the reality star and pointing out that he favors a single-payer Canadian-type system, along with being a supporter of partial birth abortion. Is he really a supporter of that, or do you have to go all the way back to that Meet the Press interview in 1999 to get him on record saying that he supports partial birth abortions?
Well, it's hard to know what Trump actually supports because he's a moving target. He says what he needs to say to stay relevant within the primary process and caucus process. But Jeb's smart. Look, he planned for a different type of campaign. Circumstances changed, and he's smart enough to realize that you have to retool in order to stay in the game and be competitive. So look, if he didn't do it, he wouldn't live to fight another day. The fact that he is doing it means that he's looking long term.
It's reality. And so here he is shifting resources to them. Some of these states, Matt, like New Hampshire and Iowa, how critical are these places? And do you think, given where he is now, we look nationally at about 7%, when you compare that with the strength of Carson or the strength of Trump, does he have a shot?
No. So, and that's the very blunt answer, Trish. And you and I have talked about this before, and I don't agree with what Bradley is saying there. I think the Jeb Bush problem isn't just Trump. He's behind Ben Carson. He's behind Marco Rubio. He's behind Carly Fiorina. And the problem here isn't Trump. It's Jeb Bush. When Jeb Bush started this campaign, Trish, let's remember, he made those comments about the Iraq war that took him about a week to take back, about if he knew then what he knows now. And that he had years to figure out an answer to that
and
question.
He just wasn't ready. You know, I would point out he just doesn't seem, Matt, to be that natural in the spotlight. And, you know, I've met with him off camera before. Very smart, very thoughtful man. And then I've seen how he is on camera. And there is a bit of a transition there. I think that, you know, the lights, camera, action, look, it can make anyone nervous. But if you're in the political spotlight, it becomes that much more important in today's day and age that you are comfortable with that. And there are others out there, namely the reality star, that have a much easier time, Matt.
So Jeb Bush was the governor, and he was in Tallahassee for a long time. And he hasn't been there in a while. But Tallahassee is a lot different than the national stage. Not everybody is equipped for it. There's nothing wrong with it. But Jeb Bush's campaign is really going nowhere, and it sounds to me like, from what you're reading to us, that those are postmortems for a campaign
it's surprising
that after next week's debate might end.
You know, look, it's all very surprising because I think anyone would have told you as we went into all of this way back when that he was going to be the guy. We all thought we'd be seeing another sort of Bush-Clinton race, and now it's not clear that he'll make it.